Welcome to Fame and Money on the Biz News channel for this Wednesday, August 3rd. Thank you for tuning in to our third episode. Let's see, what's coming up this week on this episode of Fame and Money? That's a good question because I'm just really making it up as I go. I have no idea what to talk about. On Fame and Money, we always talk about celebrity gossip, TV, movies, anything entertainment with a biz news twist. What does that biz news twist mean exactly? Well, it means that the founder of the Biz News channel, Alfonso Santanello, has no idea how to spell. Okay, and how do we substantiate my opinions, my rants, my gossip, my tirades about people in the entertainment business? Well, we do some really hardcore research by looking at internet blogs and sharing what strangers on the internet had to say. Every Wednesday we run down a hot list of topics, so let's get right to it. No, let's not get right to it. You know what? Let's take a look back. Okay, that was enough of my first two episodes. What did you think? This is the third episode. If you want to send me some feedback, tweet me, become a Facebook fan of the Biz News channel, or send me an email, fameandmoney@thebizNewsChannel.com, and tell me what you think. Okay, now it's time for the hot list. You know what's making everyone smile this week? It's Shark Week. That's right, for some reason that makes just about everyone happy. I don't know why, but since 1987, the Discovery Channel has created this buzz about Shark Week. Really, it's an invented promotional thing for themselves, just like Valentine's Day is a reason to buy a Hallmark card. Shark Week is a reason to tune into the Discovery Channel, which this is probably its biggest ratings of the entire year, let's face it. And you'll see all kinds of, I'm looking here at MTV.com, they have an article on it, and you'll see all kinds of behind-the-scenes stories about sharks, shark feeding frenzy, Shark Man, the top 5 eaten alive. But here's the weird thing. Okay? I mean, that's kind of, odd. People want to see people bleeding in the ocean and getting eaten by sharks, whatever. That's fine. It's basically reality TV. The odd thing about the Discovery Channel Shark Week this year is that Andy Samberg is hosting it. I think it's just a publicity stunt. They've called him the Chief Shark Officer. I don't know if he's even getting paid or what he's doing, if he's hosting, it doesn't say, but he's somehow behind Shark Week on the Discovery Channel. So is that going to make you want to tune in? Andy Samberg, famous for his skits on Saturday Night Live. Now he's on the Discovery Channel hosting Shark Week. I don't know, maybe it'll get them a few hits on Twitter, on Facebook, with some little funny skits that Andy will do pumping up this week's shows. Also in the good this week, The Voice is coming back for season 2. And it's coming back with a bang on February 5th of 2012, premiering after the Super Bowl. As we all know, that is prime location, big money. So that means The Voice season 1 did really well. I think we already knew that. Me personally, I'm not a huge American Idol fan, even though I'm a singer and I work with young people and I work in theater and music and the business. American Idol doesn't really appeal to me, but The Voice, I have to say, was fun to watch. I almost wished, I think that a lot of people did that watched The Voice, that there was more of that blind aspect to it. The auditions were blind, but then after the first 4 weeks, it went on where the judges could see everyone's faces and there were no secrets anymore. So I don't know if they'll make, some twist to it for the second season, reacting to the feedback of the fans. I mean, the fans loved it. They loved Christina. They loved the whole thing. Adam, the judges, CeeLo, everybody. But I think they wanted that blind feeling to last a little longer. I know that across the country, like hundreds of thousands of people have auditioned to be on season 2 of The Voice. They're coming back with a bang after the Super Bowl. So we know that advertisers are behind it, which means it's rolling in lots of dough, and we'll see how it does. I think it'll last for a while, and I don't know what that says for American Idol. There's always the next big thing, and eventually other shows have to fade out. Once upon a time in the 80s, there was Star Search, and things eventually fade away. So what's your guess? Do you think that The Voice is overtaking American Idol? I do remember once upon a time American Idol premiering after the Super Bowl. So this is the new hottest thing. We'll see February 5th if it keeps all the attention of people watching the Super Bowl. I'm not quite sure how that'll work out. But tweet me at Fame and Money TV. Let me know which show you think is better, The Voice or American Idol. CBS is adding a new program to the list of retrospectives about 9/11, and it's hosted by Robert De Niro. Why is this in the bad category? Well, I don't know that people really have the appetite for retrospectives and for more 9/11. They already had a special about 9/11 10 years later. This looks more into the changes at Ground Zero and the lives of the firefighters and their families. I don't think it's in bad taste, and De Niro's a great choice. He's a lifelong New Yorker and very respectable guy. You know, people I'm sure would enjoy seeing him as the host. He's hosted a show previously about 9/11. So how much is enough? ABC was the first one to really make money off of it, The Path to 9/11, which was ABC's look at the events that led up to 9/11. And CBS has already aired a different retrospective. How many do we really need? I predict this won't have many ratings, and it'll be somewhat of a fail for CBS. Okay, this week in The Ugly, we have a tie. There's two ugly women out there. One of them is ugly because it's her own fault, and the other is ugly because an artist did it to her. The first is Brooke Mueller, who is one of Charlie Sheen's ex-wives, and he seems to be footing the bill for her latest rehab stint. The sad thing is, the ugly thing is that they have twin children, so they're both got drug and alcohol problems. You know, Charlie Sheen, who's already gone off the deep end. Now Brooke Mueller, their mom, is in rehab for 30 days in an undisclosed location. That's ugly number one, but she brought it on herself. Ugly number two is the released press poster for Nicole Kidman and Nicolas Cage's new movie, Trespass. We're showing it here on the screen. What has happened to Nicole Kidman? Never mind Nicolas Cage. I mean, I thought it was Harrison Ford when I first saw it, but they don't even look like themselves. It's pretty obvious to me that it's an artist's rendering. I don't think it's I guess it's computer-aided graphic, I'm sure, but they don't even look like themselves. You know, you'll have to tell me if you think this is a fail or a win for them. Is it good that it's kind of this artist take for the movie cover, or is this terrible? It doesn't even look like them. And if you told me that was Nicolas Cage and you put a whole bunch of pictures up there, I could not pick that out of a lineup to be Nicolas Cage. So they don't look like themselves. It's a little weird. And tell me what you think. You can tweet me, Fame and Money TV, or send me an email, fameandmoney@thebizNewsChannel. Tell me what you think of that poster. I think it's a disgrace. It's ugly. And yes, unfortunately, this week we have The Stalked. The man accused of stalking Halle Berry has been sentenced by an LA judge to stay away from the actress for 3 years, according to TMZ. Actually, to stay away from her and her daughter, Nala. The obsessed fan, Richard A. Franco, was attempting to scale a wall at a guest house of Halle's LA home. You know, this isn't the first time we've seen celebrity stalkers in the news, but it's really frightening. You look back at people like David Letterman, Jodie Foster, their stalkers have gone to jail or served some time. I know David Letterman's stalker served 14 months. And then you look at people like Catherine Zeta-Jones. Her stalker actually pushed her into a nervous breakdown. Not that I didn't see that coming. But the stalkers can be scary. And if you think back, I think it was 1989 when a stalker actually killed young model and actress Rebecca Schaefer, who was on My Sister Sam, that 80s show, if you remember that. And so it can be really frightening. I know that Halle Berry has probably had to go through a lot of, you know, lawyers and money to keep the stalker away from her. 3 years may not be enough. If it's someone who's mentally ill, that may take a little more pressure than just the 3 years, and who knows if he'll get off for good behavior. But as of right now, Halle can breathe a little bit. Richard Franco sent to jail. And last on this week's hot list, The Passed Out. Probably some of my Fame and Money fans, I'm sure you're hungover and watching this episode and have no idea where you are. I'm not talking about you. I'm actually talking about Meatloaf. The 63-year-old singer passed out at a concert while singing on stage in Pittsburgh. He's saying it's asthma. That may be true. He's saying that he's 63, he's got to take more breaks between shows. It was a hot day and he had trouble breathing. He came back actually after the paramedics checked in with him. He came back on the stage and finished his concert. But he does have a history of mental breakdown that he attributes to being fueled by cocaine. No idea if those two things are related. Maybe he just has asthma and he passed out on a hot day. But you tell me what you think. Actually, if you go to Facebook and follow the Biz News channel, you can let us know that Fame and Money is your favorite show on the Biz News channel, as well as let me know what you think about Meatloaf. Is he faking his response? His PR people are saying it's asthma, or do you think it was something more? We've seen him recently on Celebrity Apprentice. He almost won the whole thing. He came pretty close, except for the fact that he had some emotional breakdowns on that show. So maybe the next thing we'll see him on is Celebrity Rehab. Who knows? right, that's it for the third episode of Fame and Money. I hope you'll send me some feedback. Let me know if you like what we're talking about, if there's something you'd like to cover, or just to make fun of the founder of the Biz News channel, Alfonso Santinello, for not being able to spell the word business. You can tweet me at Fame and Money TV. You can email me, fameandmoney@thebiznewschannel.com, or of course follow the Biz News channel on Facebook. And join us next week, Wednesday, August 10th, when we take a look ahead at the fall TV lineup for September 2011. See you next time.